Alright everyone, welcome to Dark Souls 2, where we'll be doing a walkthrough of the first 40 minutes of gameplay, and I will be adding multiple episodes of this on my YouTube channel, so if you, at the end, if you like what you see, and subscribe. Alright guys, we'll be starting Dark Souls. I had a previous game, but I'm gonna restart for you guys so we can start out on the same level, same equipment, and stuff like that.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light.
So I don't know if anyone has ever played a Dark Souls game.
None will have meaning,
Because
and you
the
won't even
whole
care.
thing is to
By
get
then,
souls
you'll
to
be
level up.
something other
Buy
than
stuff,
human.
That's what the currency is.
A thing that feeds on souls. A hollow.
And you always start out as just a normal person. But sometimes you'll be undead.
Long
and you
ago,
have to get things
in
to
a
bring you back to
walled-off
life.
land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
this part is right after you fall through the hole you saw in the video, the animation that you just saw. We are in things to click. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through this little impasse. And while I was playing, I discovered that there's just an item over here on the side. So you can grab that before you go through. And don't worry about those dog creatures. They won't attack you unless you attack them. And right now, I believe you are hollow right now, so your person is actually dead, which is why your health is so low. And there's also just like a pathway to go under the waterfall, so you can get the item down here. These are things like you didn't know when you first started, so that's why I put them in the video, so you guys find the things well, like as soon as you start, and not like after a while, like I did.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you? You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
So basically what they're explaining
Hollows
is
prey upon
what happens
men.
when you're hollow and
Feast
how you
upon
become
their
one. And they're basically telling you that you're gonna die a lot in
This
this
is the
game.
fate
And
of
by
the
the time they're in the conversation, you'll understand a few parts of the story.
What is your name?
So we're just gonna do a quick customization. Name my person after my gamer tag, which is the Ice King. But it kind of looked weird to me, so I was like, let's see if I can put a space in there, but you can't, so I didn't.
At least you know your own name.
Right now, you're
Here's
trying to get the
your
basics,
reward
specific class,
for sharing.
what your character looks like.
It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
So yeah, I'm just gonna start out by picking the class I want for my soldier, for my character. I picked this class because they have 2 weapons, and on here, when you have 2 weapons at a time, you can attack faster than you would with a normal attack. And I was going through the list of things the seed, the seed that it doesn't tell you what it does. What it actually does is, in the game, like say someone attacks you, if you use that seed, the enemies will attack them. So when people invade your world, you can use that, and they will be attacked by the enemies. But I'm actually gonna pick the ring and some healing stuff. Or see, really, I'm just gonna do a quick customization of my character. There's a lot more you can do. There's not a lot of hairstyles, but there's a lot of different facial features and stuff that you can really make the character your own. So when you get the game, I would advise you to do so. Me, I'm just doing it for the purpose of saving time. Actually, what I'm doing now is not an actual live commentary.
All people come here for the same reason.
But the video after, I will try
to
do
break
live
the curse.
commentaries.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
And in this gameplay, I don't die. So just to tell you that when you die, you can go back and get your souls. You just have to go back and touch your bloodstain, and you'll get whatever souls you lost. Now, if you go upstairs, there's actually a chest up there with the item in it. I was just showing, going through my inventory to see where my weapons were. And now we're gonna go we're gonna first light the camp thing, the bonfire. Then we're gonna fight someone. But basically this whole first part of while you're in this forest area, that is really a tutorial on this. You can still die, but there's just basically to prepare you and to teach you how to play. Now actually, we're gonna go up here and fight like this Cyclops. I guess it's a Cyclops, yeah. Like Cyclops troll or something like that. dodge, try to roll either away from them or like wherever you strike, roll on the opposite side. And you really want to get him to swing at you in a time so that he falls, so then you can attack him like this. Now I should do it, but I don't want to do that. And if you notice that I'm not using both swords, because I don't need to attack that fast, but when you roll your sword, attack as hard, but you attack faster. If I see I switch to only one sword, which is you do it by pressing Y for the right hand, you do for the left hand, so you do one-handed attack, your attacks are stronger, so they're slow. And because I didn't die in this tutorial, I didn't cut out any footage. So this one you can see what I said in the And actually, once you clear the forest, which is, you can go in, and when you go past the bonfire, and once you clear it, you can actually come back and talk to the lady, but not the old lady, it's just the lady on the side. This one right here.
This is a limbo,
so once you beat
a link between Drangleic and the outer world.
Out of the tutorial, you can come back and
Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom.
And if you guys want me to
My name is Millibeth.
Talking, I can.
The old women were once firekeepers.
In this game, and they talk a lot.
I am here to look after them.
Too much, I can just skip it, and all you just
It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate.
Yeah, so if you come back after like a certain part of the game, you can come back to the lady and talk to her, and you can restart. You can
now go along.
Your abilities. I don't know if it's back to 0, but you can restart them. Oh yeah, also whenever you sit at a bonfire, your weapons regenerate, so whenever you find your weapons are like down really low, just go back to a bonfire and your weapons will be restored along with your health. And believe the flask that you have, but you don't have to get it a little bit later in this tutorial. I'm doing basically, I'm clicking on things so you can see what it says. I know how to move and how to attack. Visually for you guys. that was not the critical hit attack. The critical hit attack is really, you hit him a few times, but it's a whole animation to which you don't have to press anything. Once it registers, you don't have to press anything else. Every time you go through one of those cloud things, it doesn't mean something bad. It's you're going into a new area. And also these little nests here, that if you drop this stone, it's like this smooth silky stone or whatever it's called. That's what they're asking for, and you can just give it to them, and you go into your inventory, and it'll say leave, and you can leave the item, and when you come back, it'll be a different item. I don't know if it's random or not, because I've only done this twice, but I've gotten two different items each time, so I believe it's random. So yeah, if you have one of those silky stones, like I just showed you, you can give it to them, and when you come back later, it will be a different item. And this is what I was talking about earlier. It shows you that if you hold the Y button, you can use your left hand maybe. And if you just tap the Y button, you use your right hand and you hold the button. Now my dashing and jumping settings are different from the normal. Normally I believe it's when you press in the right thumbstick, that's how you jump. I switched it to B. But you can switch it to B too. It'll be in the menu, like when you first start. I believe it'll ask you how you want your controller settings, and that's how you change it. And also while you're in there, you can change whether you want it from regional for who you want to play with. Like it can be restricted to just people in like America, or like from America to all around the world basically. I'm going to show you how to do the attack, but whenever you do this attack from up high, you can take damage. Sometimes more, a lot, or little, depending on how far it is. And it leaves you open for a brief second. But when you do it to an enemy, they can't move right away either. So it'll give you enough time to recover and attack them again. The sign will say, check your surroundings. Basically, it's telling you to do is to kick the tree down. watch out down there, and this guy shoots arrows at you. So you can use a health thing while you're under him because he can't shoot you while you're under him. And I know in the old Dark Souls games, there used to be like bonus damage for you getting hit in the back. Like, I think it's called backstab damage. But I don't believe they have it in this one. So getting hit in the back doesn't do much damage because sometimes it could kill you. But however, the enemy can do the same critical strike on you as you can do to them. I was thinking about going over there and fighting that ogre thing, but it's actually 2 of them over there, so I decided not to, just for this video. But I will go back and fight them, and it'll be in a later video. And now I'm going back to check on the shiny silk stone that I left, and when you see I pick up that, and it's a completely different item.
You, give it, Moose. Yes, you! Give us Silky!
Alright, and now I'm just looking through my inventory to see the item I got to show you that it was a completely different item. And that I didn't have a stone in there, and I didn't just drop something to make it look like it was something new. Alright, and when you go out here, just up here, you will go out and you will be in a different area. This is Majula. And this is where this is like whenever you start, you can come back here at all times. This is where you level up. This is where you get your armor and equipment from. Not all of it will come from here, but this is where you can get your basic stuff. And what I'm trying to do here is trying to find this little pathway for you to drop down there, because if you can't see, there's a guy down there glowing, and he has some items on him, so you can just go over here and drop down. And if you notice that this item will say that I don't have the required strength for it if I hold it single-handedly, but if I use the mace with both hands, I can use it just as effective as I would normally. But again, when you hold a weapon with 2 hands, you attack slower. And also, it's always a great thing to have. A shield is a great thing to have whenever you play. No matter how your playstyle is, whether you have 2 swords, one, like whenever you're fighting certain people, you need to have a shield. And some, like bigger monsters, the larger ones, some of their attacks can be blocked by a shield. It'll just deplete all your stamina. And when you talk to this woman here, this is the woman that she will
Are you
help you level up.
the next monarch,
You level up through her, basically.
or merely a pawn of fate,
Upgrade your flask, you go through her.
bearer of the curse?
This is the conversation she gives you.
I will
the
remain
flask.
by your side till the frail hope shall. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
And like I said, the flask gets all it regenerates every time.
Go
you
on
to
and see the king.
Fire
He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable, the four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
And this is the menu that whenever you talk to her, this will pop up. It will show you level up, and I'll actually show you.
Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has.
And these things, like, I just went up for the intelligence. And when you get to 10, it allows you to use magic. But you also need 10 atonement at first, so you can even also use it. You need those two things to be able to use magic. And as I was just showing you,
undead,
that if you
you?
go to that, it'll show you how many people have died.
You have that
And it
distinct
keeps going
scent,
up because
the
a
smell
lot of people die in
of
this game.
irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And
This
like
guy,
you,
he's kind of been
I
in
lost
all of
everything.
Dark Souls gaming.
And now
Kind
I'm
of a depressed
here.
guy who has given up on everything.
You probably heard that it
Yeah,
was
I'm not sure if
possible
he's
to
the same
break
as that
the
character,
curse
but it's a
here.
character like him in all three versions of Demon Souls, Dark
That's
Souls 1,
not
and
true
then
at
this
all.
game too. And once you get
There's
to the
nothing
point where
here
join
for
this
you,
coven,
me, or
and
anybody.
when you do so, you'll get an achievement. And later in the game, I will show you another coven where you can go, and it's right around up the hill, and you can join that one.
Do
also
you
get an
know
achievement.
much
You get an
about
achievement for
souls?
finding the covens.
Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now. Like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
Alright, and this covenant here is
that is a wise
you can
decision.
ask for help from people, and
People
they'll help you
are
in, like,
weak,
ghost form or phantom
but the Blue Sentinels
form.
watch over us in their
And,
benevolence.
The other one I was telling you about.
Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
I think it's Champions or something. And when you go and when you pick that one, people can help you. When you join that one, you can't ask for help from anybody, and you can't receive any help or give it. And all you can see hints that people leave, but you can't actually get help from them. And what you get from this specific one is that you get this ring called it's the blue soul or something like that. And once you have it, it adds help. Not a lot, but it adds a little. Right now what I'm about to show you is the blacksmith, which you can buy his key. And this will also be in a later episode.
Who are you?
It's locked out and you buy the key. The key costs $1,000.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, but now somebody's gone and locked.
And I'm also going to show you. There's two other people here. There's a cat, a talking cat. I guess it's probably like a witch or something, just in a transformed body.
Oh, undead, are we? And one without
Yeah,
much
you
time
can buy
remaining.
stuff from her, as well as the next person. I'm
Just
also
about
gonna
ready
show
to
you.
fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchantée. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful. Nothing suited you, I presume? Well, that's dismaying.
Oh yeah, and also you'll get a flash shard if you knock that off. It'll raise up the guy and it'll be a shard on him. And the shards increase the amount of times you can heal yourself. So, and you start out with one. And like every time you use one, it goes up an additional heal. And you talk to the woman who gave you the flask and the one you level up with.
Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business.
Basically, this guy really only sells armor. He sells shields and armor. And yeah, this is the part I was talking about. This is the other covenant that you can go to, and you get like this tablet that shows the top people of that covenant. This is just for tutorial purposes. I switched back to the blue coven. Like I said, I on my other account I had played in this specific one, and I couldn't receive any help for like bosses or anything. And I had got to one of the bosses. It was really hard, but I managed to do it on my own. But if you want help, this is one that you want to go with the original one, and instead of that one. Oh yeah, if you go back to the cat, you can you can leave your coven.
Type I'm
but
quite
the thing is, you don't have to go to her. You can just go to the specific person you got it from, and you can just leave it, and you'll switch out from one to the other. But if you don't want to be in any of them, you go to her, and she gets you out of all of them.
Satisfied? I'll be around if you ever come back.
And we're gonna be wrapping this up in a little bit. What I'm going to do is I am going to go back to the guy and change my coven back to the original one.
Do you feel long? It suits me. It will grow.
Then I'm going to rest at our little fire thing here, and that'll be the end of this video.